What's going on YouTube? It's the Paydirt Pioneer coming back at you with another Paydirt video. Today on the docket, we're continuing on. We are almost through our 12 Paydirts of Christmas. We got 10 ounces of concentrate. This is actually the same seller as the person who did our first day of Christmas. So we have their second bag here. I was actually relatively impressed with their first bag. I was happy to see how it turned out. I'm kind of interested now to see how this one compares to it. But before we dig into it, let's take a look at the description online. So as you can see, these are said to be concentrates, no set amount of gold in them, but it should give you the experience like you were panning back, like a hard day's work of sluicing and all that. Very earthy material, very dark. Almost identical to the stuff from before. So let's get this classified down and see what type of material we're working with. Alright, and welcome back. So we have everything classified down. We have our biggest material right there. Don't see any gold nuggets that size, unfortunately. We'll make sure to wash that off, though, so we see if there's any gold sticking. Also getting washed off will be our Plus Kitchen Strainer material. Again, I don't expect a whole lot of gold to come out of this material. The wash-off, potentially. Kind of disappointed that I have that much big material when I don't expect there to be a lot of big gold in this. Next up, we have our 10 to 20 mesh, decent bit of material there, followed up by our 20 to 30 mesh, decent there. And then last but not least, where I expect to find most gold is in our minus 30. I expect just a lot of fine gold. Can't take the magnet through this. It's way too damp, so we're going to have to leave the magnetics in. I did run it through real quick. It doesn't look like it's that bad, but there were some that got picked up, so we'll make panning back a little bit of a challenge. Without any further ado, let's get to the panning and see how much gold we recover from this bag. Before we continue with the video, I just wanted to ask that if you enjoy the content you're seeing, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you want to support the channel financially, feel free to join the Patreon. We have a couple of big exciting things to do as we start to grow this channel and grow this community. Now, back to the video.
All right, and welcome back. So today on the docket, we have this eBay seller. He's 10-ounce Paydirt concentrates. This is actually no longer for sale on eBay. He switched to a 15-ounce bag. He's about double the price on it. I did do his 1-ounce bag. It had a surprisingly higher grade than I expected it to be. This one doesn't seem like it's going to hit. Hold on. Total cost for the bag was $15.95. Shipping, I put $1 on just because of tax. Shipping was technically free though. Let's refresh our gold price, make sure we're up to date, which we are. And for grams recovered, we got 0.013 of puny amount of gold for a total gold value of 85 cents, return on investment of $5.34, or an RI score of 0.53. So a really, really low score there. Because that's out of 10. I actually recovered more gold in the sample bag. I'll talk about that more in just a second. Let's talk about shipping and all that. Shipping came quick. Actually, no, it didn't come quick. I'm sorry. He delayed it because he wanted to combine his packages into one. Makes sense on his end, but did delay the shipping. So let's see actually what I gave the shipping for the Como. He got a 4.375. We're just going to copy that over because that's going to be the same score, obviously, for that. In terms of the fun score, difficulties, so a lot of the gold you get in this is very small. It makes the whole painting process a little bit more difficult. Nothing crazy though. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It's a fun challenge, but it's not horrible. In terms of variety, you actually have a decent amount of variety in the Paydirt. You get decent levels of both small, medium, and large. And so I'll give that also a 3 out of 5. For gold type though, it's grading out low. You only get really small gold, really fine gold, which is fine. But you're not getting anything bigger than that, which isn't always great. So that gets a 1 out of 5. And then for value of this bag, I mean, the ROI is horrible on it. It does provide a little bit of a challenge to pan, but at the cost, I can't say there's a whole lot of value in this bag. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5, and that's going to give us an actual lowest score ever on this channel of 26.89. It's red. It's obvious snake oil. This bag was horrible because just your ROI on it was just incredibly low. So this one's definitely going to end up on Santa's naughty list this year. What I'm thinking is one of two things. Either this person is really that variable where you're getting these concentrates and, it's really that mix, or more than likely, maybe he puts a little bit of extra gold in his sample 1-ounce bag. So you maybe buy that first, you say, hey, I got a halfway decent return on investment of this. Let me try one of the more expensive bags, and then you get hosed on it. Would not recommend this seller. He's officially on my do not buy list. If you want to get concentrates, go to the one that I did for the 9th day of Paydirt Christmas. There's Nevada concentrates because I got a great return on investment, a lot more fun to pan than this. Yeah, this is not it. This is definitely some snake oil. We're just about through our 12 Paydirts of Christmas. Keep on following along. If you haven't joined the giveaway, make sure you look at the linked video below to make sure you're eligible for it. Outside of that, I've been the Paydirt Pioneer. Keep on prospecting. Please don't be buying no snake oil Paydirt.